So if you didn't know, Seth Bling, longtime extraordinaire in the Redstone command space, decided to make Rocket League in Minecraft, and he recently used my spherical system, Minecraft system, to generate sphere physics to add the soccer ball into Rocket League. So if you guys didn't know, you can play this, download the map, play on the server, play with your friends. Nevertheless, Potato Man has come up with another big doozy. So what I want you guys to do right now is to go on minecraft.net if you have your computer available, inspect element. Something has come up that I have no idea how you guys figured this out, or whoever is responsible for this. Click on sources, web UI, components. You're gonna find a ton of pre-published assets. They're all hidden right now. They're not available to the public at the moment. For example, Minecraft Anniversary Cape Overlay. Here's the URL. So I'm not gonna show you guys all of them so you can figure this out by yourself, but here is an example. Anyway, moving on. Remember a while back when I was talking about the critical hit particle in Minecraft? I think this was in 2022, and there was a particle error that infuriated a lot of people when I pointed it out. Well, I found something else. I thought I was out of my mind, but upon further examination, I wasn't. Let me check what I have here. Okay, so I have the programmer art enabled here. So what this means is that if I hurt a creeper like this, I'm gonna set the tick rate to about 2, which is 10% of game speed. Summon a creeper, like so, and then crit the creeper. So I'm gonna jump, if I can jump, and then as I'm falling, I'm gonna land a hit like that. Now I'm gonna freeze frame the game. So now we have the particles that are still visible, which means we can analyze them in a lot of detail, which also means you can see that the critical hit particle is still problematic, and they will not fix it because, you guessed it, it is programmer art, it's legacy, they'll never do anything with this ever again. But look, we can zoom into this in spectator mode. The particle is problematic. I am at peace with this. Not really. Let's unselect that. Nonetheless, I'm really gonna talk about... Oh, what? It is gone! I don't know how. We are here to talk about a very similar particle effect. It is to do with the firework rocket. We're going to spawn a few of them. You can actually have a look at what the particles look like as you spawn them in. The way that the sparks particles work is that as the firework extends its time here, the particle decreases in size. So the particle starts off big and then reduces in size. Normally people don't care about that because they use that when they're flying with an elytra. I'm here to tell you that the sparks particle is also wrong. Okay, once again, we will set the tick rate to about 2 and we'll spawn one of them in. I'll freeze it right about now. Okay, so the firework rocket is up there. So the particles are of the correct size. This is Spark 7, which is just a symmetrical star with a cross in the middle. And then it goes down to Spark 6, which again is a symmetrical star or cross. And then it drops down to 5, which is the same as 7. There's no difference. And then it goes to Spark 4, which if you look at it or glance at it, it looks the same as Spark 6, but because it's further along in the life cycle, it's meant to be different or smaller. It isn't. Let me show you what's wrong with it. I've juxtaposed Spark 6 with Spark 4. If I constantly deselect the layer for Spark 6, you'll notice where it's gone wrong. Spark 4 has a miscolored pixel on the bottom left. This is not the same darkness for gray compared to every other one. Now I'm trying to figure out why they didn't just duplicate the file. Instead, they decided to redesign the same thing. So here it is in game. It is pretty much impossible to spot unless you looked really carefully. It's just a bit confusing to me. They redrew the particle and made it different. Has no practical effect at all. So ultimately, it's really not that important, but clearly, now that you can slow down the game, all of these things appear a little bit more apparent. It's right there, every time. You're gonna know. So of course, now that you've subscribed to the channel, you are well aware that anytime you use elytra, you're leaving a trail of imperfect firework particles behind you. It's so horrible, I know.